I realized at this point I actually could do a first test ride, so I hooked up the motor controller and a hand throttle on the handlebars. Looked around, found a piece of OSB that I could put where the cargo deck will be, and I dug out the first battery pack that I had built. This is a 48 volt battery pack. It's made up of four 12 volt packs that are all wired in series, and this runs into the controller. It's kind of a kludge. I call it the Amazon box battery because I stuck it in an Amazon box, and that was going to be for a one-time use, and I just hung on to it. I built this almost a year ago already. So we'll just bungee cord it down, and that'll be good enough for now. Got the multimeter out. I started out with about 51.3 volts on the pack, so that should be good for a while. Oh, that looks good. I got the jack stand holding the wheel up just in case it, takes off on me. So first thing I'll do is verify voltage is getting where I want it, and then make sure that the kill switch is working. I wired a switch in there so I can turn off a master switch. And no voltage yet, so we'll make sure that we're actually off the ground. Yep, okay, hit the switch. And we got power. Okay. Since this is all improvised and hacked together, I don't have any fancy computer running it or anything like that. Let's see if it works. Hey, look at that. It's going. At this point, I don't have the chain tensioner in. It's just kind of hacked together, and so the chain is actually rubbing on the frame there, and you can see the chain bouncing around. But by this point, I gotta just see if it works at all. So let's try it out. Aim ourselves out into the desert and ride off into the sunset. Okay, get it down off the jack stand. Final look. At this point, the pedals aren't hooked up to anything. They're just sitting there. This throttle is kind of weird in that it doesn't go, and then it kind of slams you a little bit, so it doesn't have a good precision yet. But look at this. We're going actually up the hill. This is the first time we've done this yet. So I don't have very good brakes. I did hook up the front brakes, but they're not really very good yet. So talking about the throttle that I don't like very much. Every time I tried talking to the camera, the wind was blowing, so I really didn't get good audio. One of the weird things about this, looking at the video, I'm reminded of this. I'm so used to riding a bicycle and leaning. If I hit any kind of a bump with one wheel, you feel like you're tipping over. It's just the weirdest feeling. I don't like it, honestly. Okay, so this is probably not the best shot I've got, but I bungee corded the camera onto the back part so we can actually see that we're bouncing around. No expense has been spared here, right? This motor combination, though, we've got really good power. Honestly, I've got more speed than I need. So when I get out on the open road, it's going to be pretty cool. Going close to bushes and workbenches is a little dicey, though. I didn't speed any of this up. This is real speed. This motor is a 750 watt 48 volt motor. The numbers, an average cyclist could probably put out 250 watts, and so this thing would be 3 times more power than what you could pedal. And with the gearing, it's got really good acceleration. I should be able to haul a load pretty well. Honestly, sitting up that high, I don't really feel stable. It's kind of weird. That's why I want the recumbent, I think. But this should get me to town, I think. Guess we'll see. We're getting there. We're getting closer. Tomorrow, chain tensioner and brakes.